Hello, and this is Bogass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing another Toy Corner in association with Comics and Kicks in St. Mary's, West Virginia. And today I'm going to be doing a review / unboxing of the Moon Knight Marvel Legend from the Vulture Build-A-Figure. So before we take a look at Moon Knight, let's take a look at the packaging that he comes in. So first up, on the top you get the Moon Knight logo instead of the Spider-Man logo. On the front it says Moon Knight. And on both sides, it has awesome Moon Knight artwork by John Tyler Christopher. On the side, it's the same thing. And on the back, you get a product shot of the figure, looking awesome. And then there's a brief bio. If you want to read that, just pause that right there. Okay, so let's crack this thing open. One thing I did want to note, too, is that all the pieces are with this figure, but the cardboard backing inside the packaging is gone. Must be a factory defect or something, because everything's all there, including the Build-A-Figure piece. There. And Moon Knight comes with the left wingtip of the Vulture Build-A-Figure. The Vulture Flight Pack Build-A-Figure, I should say. Or Build-A-Thing. And he comes with a lot of accessories. Comes with these crescent darts. He comes with 2 alternate fisted hands that have holes in between the knuckles where you can put the crescent darts. He comes with his nunchucks that become a staff. I think that looks really cool. And one thing I did want to note, just so if you get this figure you don't break it trying to get it out of the packaging, is that the cape is attached to the figure. Like, the figure is in the front of the packaging and the cape is in the back of the packaging, because the cape plugs into the figure with a hole in his back. So I'm probably going to have to pop his head off to... Yeah, I'm going to have to pop his head off to get the cape off. It's actually very complicated. There. Now, Moon Knight. There's a hole, or a plug-in right there. Just port that into the hole in his back. There. So there is Moon Knight. So before we take a look at Moon Knight, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes, of course, with the alternate fisted hands that have the holes in the knuckles for putting the crescent darts. These right here are held in the packaging by just a piece of tape. I feel like I'd probably lose these, because these little fingernail clipping moon darts, or crescent darts, these are very tiny. And they're a very kind of bendy plastic, like it can bend like that. And that does bother me, because like putting these in his hands wants to bend. You can get them in there. You can get all of them in there, actually. But it's really, really difficult, because they're so soft that they just want to slip right out of the holes in between his knuckles. But there it is. It doesn't look bad, but I would have preferred hard plastic crescent darts instead of just this bendy, gummy kind of plastic. And you can put the big one in any of the holes in his fingers too, or his knuckles. So there's that. And to change his hands, you can just pop these off really easily. Like that. Just put these in here. And one just already fell out. So yeah, that does bother me, because I figured with them being so flimsy that they wouldn't stay in the holes very well. See that? This one, his right hand, the big crescent dart is barely in his hand at all. So that does bother me a lot, actually, because these pieces are just wanting to fall right out. And I feel like I'd lose them very easily, too. But if you wanted, you could just have him these for his fisted hands, too. Because I'd prefer that instead of losing the figure's pieces, you know. So I think that looks really nice. Just going for the rest of the review, I'm going to have his open hands for the nunchucks only. And for his last accessory, He comes with his staff. It's cast in a nice kind of pearlescent white collar. I think that looks really nice. And it can separate to become his nunchucks. I think that looks really cool. These are a little hard to get into his hand, but I really like that because I'd prefer them to, I'd prefer that over them just going in really easily and then falling out of his hands. So I'd rather have that any day over, loose gripping hands. So I think that looks really nice. Now I can finally get to the figure himself, since he had all those accessories. I think the face sculpt looks really good. It's kind of smooth because he has the mask that doesn't have the mouth or the nose or anything. But I think it looks really nice. I think it kind of blends in with his cloak right there, or his hood. I think that looks really nice. In this iteration of Moon Knight, this is what he looks like in the comics right now. He has armor on. I think this looks really cool. Like how it has the moon symbol right there. And he's got armor on his shoulders. He's got shoulder pads. They do hinder the articulation just a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me that much. He's got more armor on his forearms. I think that looks really cool. It's sculpted really nicely, and again, I love that color. It's kind of like a pearlescent white. He has like a weird half belt thing, like belt armor. Not really sure what that is, but I figured this would hinder his waist articulation, but it doesn't. It doesn't hinder his articulation at all, and I really love that. And then he has this armor right here, like on his calves. And he has these, I think it kind of looks like slippers, or maybe house shoes. He has like these house shoe slipper things on. I still really like it though. I think it's a really awesome figure. And if you wanted to, you can just pop the cape off like that and put his head back on. You can see how that looks right there. It kind of looks silly. I think it would have been cool if the hood would have been removable. That way you could have him without his cape. I think that would have been nice, but it doesn't entirely bother me. And while I have his cape off, here's the cape. It's got lots of nice sculpting detail, lots of waves in the fabric. I think that looks really nice. And another small complaint I have, just a little nitpick, is that when you put his head back on like that, there is a slight gap right there. Like if you maneuver, you can kind of get his head to where it looks like it isn't a separate piece. But I would have preferred it to not that gap. I don't like that gap right there. But it's just a little nitpick again, like I said. Now I'm going to go over his articulation. It's got a ball jointed head that can move all the way back and all the way down. It's got ball jointed shoulders that can move. I guess it doesn't. Those don't limit his articulation. I was afraid to actually move him that far because I thought it might chip the paint on his shoulder pads. So I guess they move all the way out. He's got a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow. He's got a roll of the dice movement at his wrist, and a swivel. He's got an ab crunch that can move all the way back. He can move all the way down. He has waist rotation. He's got ball jointed hips that can just about do a split. He can kick forward this far. He can kick back just a little bit. And again, the cape doesn't hinder it at all since it's a very rubbery kind of plastic. He's got a swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, and now here's the part that I really like. He's got a swivel at the ankle that moves side to side. He's got an ankle rocker that can move like that, and he's got a swivel that can move up and down. So he's got an excellent range of motion. I really, really love that. I think that's really awesome because Moon Knight is a very athletic kind of character, and he's, you want to be able to get him into some really awesome butt-kicking poses. So this figure can definitely do that. Plus, his cape doesn't hinder him standing up any. I thought he'd probably just fall backwards, but he doesn't. So I really like that. And here's a comparison to the Toy Biz MODOK Wave Moon Knight. This is what he originally looked like. And I do like this look better. I think he looks cooler like this. but I like his new look too. So leave a comment down below and tell me which of these looks do you like better. Do you like the modern armored version or the classic just cloaked version? I'm still partial to this one. I like it better. So that's my review. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.